say, what do you feel like has been your biggest hurdle in your job today?
Biggest hurdle? Do you know what? I think being black.
And how has that been a hurdle for
Calling
you?
a spade. Just because I feel like I said, there's not that many black people that work in our industry. And so I've come across a lot of ignorant fools.
Okay.
But obviously, like I said, you have to give them, grace.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like on occasions there's been opportunities where they've come across, but then they might pick other people, and I don't know what the reason is other than the colour of my skin. And also, I don't mind speaking up on stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess I've kind of found it hard to find a balance of putting my point across but not looking like that angry black woman.
Okay.
But then at the same time, I don't want things to slide. So there's so many stories I remember I used to have, even at my old age, people were like, oh, why don't you leave, why don't you do this? And I was like, do you know what, I could leave, but the problem will still exist.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The problem will still exist. So it's better for me to just fight that battle and educate people that are there. Because I remember the more people that started joining the company as the company grew, it started getting in more, obviously, black people. And it was only when I left that company I didn't realise how much it meant to people about me being there and being in the position I was in. Because I used to, technically speaking, I was the most senior black person there. In the company. And then later on they hired like a head of marketing that was black, but before then it was just me. So imagine all these people coming in at junior level. I'm friends with all of them. We had a mini ACS. They'll have issues. Yeah, sure. I used to be head of the mini ACS, like I said. And then if they had issues with their line manager, maybe they said something out of turn, maybe they made a joke about them being a shadow in a picture or something like that.
Mad.
Yeah, it could be as mad as that.
Yeah.
I remember there was a time where one of my friends, she's a good friend of mine now, but I remember she had an issue where her manager made a comment about, when the whole Black Lives Matter thing was big. He was like, oh, what? He made a comment about, what's this shit? What's da 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 da? He basically dimmed it. Obviously, that pissed her off. So she didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is her manager.
Yeah.
So she came to me. So loads of people used to come to me on these weird issues.
Yeah.
I say they're not really weird, but they're black people issues.
Yeah.
And obviously, now just educate them on how to get around it, because some of it would be just talk to them and say why it's wrong. I remember one time when I first started at my agency, I remember sitting on the a table one time, and there was this girl and a guy. They were singing one Jason Derulo song that had 2 Chainz on it. I can't remember what the song is. And they only got to 2 Chainz as part. They're like, oh, Tasha, can you do it? And I was like,
wow.
Who told you I'm a rapper?
Wow.
Obviously, they've looked around the table and said, oh, you can sing this part. And it's just like...
Yeah.
And then I remember another time, because sometimes I can be a bit prissy with things, and I remember one time, another guy was like, oh, I didn't think Africans were that prissy. I was like, what do you mean? You like to have your things in order and stuff like that. And I was like, so do you think Africans just scatter everything?
Mad.
Talk to me. So I had to explain to him, I don't know what you mean. I was like, no matter whatever you think, that's not what it is. I had to explain to him, but that's what I mean. You have so many random comments, and even now, where as senior as I am, I get faced with, okay, so I work on a very high-profile client for the whole business. So, for example, if the CEO, I've had occasions where if the CEO might want to hear a little update on it, which is they don't really care about all the other, but
the headlines,
because this particular brand is so huge.
Yeah.
And then I obviously work across organic. There's other people that work across paid media. What they'll do is they'll be like, oh, can you speak on this about organic? And it's the person doesn't do what I'm doing. And then what will happen is that person will come and ask me, oh, can you give me an update on this, because I've been asked to speak to the CEO. And I was like, why are you asking me when I'm here?
Yeah.
And nobody's got anything better to say to me. And then even more recently, actually, I was offered a role, which would be like a promotion, essentially. I was offered a role, and then I was told I was being given an equal opportunity as another white male who has been in this position for under a year, whereas I've been an account director for the last 3 years. Are you mugging me off?
Mad.
I'm not saying he's not good at his job, but in terms of the experience, the accounts, the brands, the things that I've done, we are not, we
Not the
can't
same.
compare, we're not
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
So why am I giving an equal opportunity? That severely offended me.
Yeah.
So that's my latest campaign.
Got
at
you.
the moment, where I'm working. Because no one's mugging me off like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm quite lucky that where I'm working now, the HR department is very diverse.
Okay.
And if you work in a company where they are not, you're fucked. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Actually, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But it's because where I am is a very diverse like workplace, and they are actively trying to push women into particular like roles of like leadership, and
Dope.
they're trying to do that for like BAME community. They're doing a lot, which I respect, because our CEO, she's female, she's pushing those things. But if you're, for other agencies, like my old agency, say anything up, try and talk to them about, oh, we're doing this for Black History Month. They'll be like, huh?
Yeah.
What is that?
What month is that?
I
Yeah.
get swept on the carpet, whereas like I've been busy this week working on stuff like that.
Dope.
So.
Okay, wow.
cool.
That's a serious hurdle still.
It is. We should have asked that earlier.
Yeah, we should have